Hello everybody and welcome to Mickey Mouse's Castle of Illusion for the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis.
Yeah.
Once upon a mouse. Get it? Anyway.
Funny
welcome to Vera City, where life is joyful and everyone lives in peace. I'm sure nothing wrong will ever happen. All but one, that is. All one who is jealous of Minnie's beauty and popularity. The witch Miserable. Get it? Miserable?
Kazooie.
One
That's
day.
Tilda.
A loud noise deafened the pair.
Bye, Mickey.
Jesus,
Mickey
that's rude.
Mickey had to do something. He chased after the witch Miserable all the way to the...
Drum roll, please. Jesus.
To the cliff.
Castle of Illusion.
Well, I'm
Fun
sorry.
fact,
Starring Mickey
White
Mouse.
Witch, I'm sorry, what's the White Witch of Narnia's castle doing here?
So, fun fact, this is actually the very first video game I ever played at the age of 3.
Really?
Yes.
That's
Basically, to make a long story short, my neighbors, kind of like when I lived back when I was a kid, had a Sega Mega Drive, and basically we had a bunch of games like, for example, Quackshot, but this was the very first that I actually
I'm gonna start in practice
tried.
mode because it has a different
hello.
ending. Go ahead, too.
Hurry, before Miserable uses her power illusion to make herself look like Minnie and make Minnie look evil like her. Also, yeah, Sherry is right. You must find 3 gems that will make Miserable see beauty in herself.
Maybe a Rare took inspiration from this?
But be careful, the gems are protected by the Master of Illusion.
Alright, so
Okay,
Castle of Illusion was the...
Is he insert something here of
Not
illusion?
just that, Sherry, this was made by Japanese people, not British, if I recall.
No, it wasn't. This was developed by Sega of Japan, and basically, while Capcom did have some contracts to make Disney games... Oh, go ahead, Jova.
What kind of a room is behind this door?
Ho ho! Anyway,
You have to say that after every line.
yeah, you have to say that every line.
course.
Anyway, yeah.
Whee!
This game was...
Yeah,
This game was
basically you kill enemies by teabagging them.
This was developed by Sega of Japan, and basically, at the same time, if I remember correctly, this came out before Sonic 1.
Yes, actually, this was inspiration from Sonic 1, from what I remember, because it basically had a plot of basically a rodent protagonist basically gathering, well, at least like a rodent like protagonist gathering some gems to defeat the evil. So the concept was there, we just, implemented the speed, and there you go.
Yeah,
Basically,
didn't call Sonic Mr. Needle Mouse or nothing.
This was developed by AM7, which now I think is AM1. Forgot. Basically, the people who work on Skies of Arcadia, basically.
Nice.
Anyway,
Boing.
yeah. Basically, this game was made because Sega actually managed to get a deal with Sega to make... with Disney to make some Disney
Sega
games.
managed to make a deal with Sega.
Yes. Well, Jova, considering how those 3 branches can get along, I wouldn't even be surprised. Anyway, yeah. Fortunately, since I'm playing on practice mode, there's no boss battle. So there we go, got a red gem. I love this victory theme, by the way. This is the red gem. You have much more to do to save Minnie.
Thank you.
Just 2 more. That's a lot of work to do.
How much more work exactly?
2 more gems.
Or easy mode, yeah.
Also, this victory fanfare is fucking amazing. Seriously.
Even the soundtrack in general. Let me check who was the two composer, Tokuhiko Wabo and Shigenori Kamiya.
The same guy who composed for Quackshot, which can be viewed in our channel if you want to. Anyway.
Yes.
Another door? What could be inside?
Joe, enough for nothing, man. I don't think Mickey Mouse does that at the end of every single line he has.
So we're making him...
Make up your mind. Some people want me to do it at the end of each line. Someone points out it's kind of silly to do it. Screw it. I'm doing it my way.
Joe, you're fanderizing him.
Exactly, Dibs. That's why I'm going to do it from my way from now on. I'll say it after some phrases, not all.
Alright,
You've been doing it for all since you started this.
Actually, I haven't been doing it for all since that was the reason people asked me to do it in the first place.
But yeah,
Good, Pedro.
the Castle of Illusion, of course, has a lot of rooms that are just exactly that, illusions. And the game uses that narrative excuse to have all these weird, surreal...
Extravagant, yeah.
And the first one was a forest, this one is a toy world.
Yeah. The variety is interesting, although I do feel as if near the end, the game loses just a bit, but not too much. It's that the novelty slightly wears off near like the last one or almost a second to last or last words, but not in a way very damaging. Both, basically, because remember, the remake still has the same themes. It's just
the remake has quite a bit more to it, shall we say.
It does. Basically, the word, basically, Jova, the remake we'll get after this has the same ideas in a sense that the words are themed as well with the aesthetics and everything, even in the same order. They just have a different compositions. Some stuff are still there as like of a callback, but it's just the level design just changes in terms of its actual structure, not the aesthetics.
Oh, I know about that.
So surprisingly enough, back when I first tried it, I didn't know about easy mode, and as you can imagine, I died a lot because despite not being as hard as say other licensed games, this game can still be hard if you underestimate it. At least not in easy mode. I mean, Orange Gem, you still have a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, only one gem. Long.
Yeah. Alright, so the reason I'm playing on practice mode first is because there's actually a different ending for practice mode.
This was back in the day when Disney had a couple of their games that if you played on easy mode, basically make you play the abridged version and tell, now go play normal, you dipshit.
This was pretty much the norm of a lot of games there, where they would practically mock you for doing the easy mode. This is the last door! Let's see what's in this room!
Alright,
now, let's close this door together!
Oh yeah, the storm.
Alright. So yeah, whereas Sonic was a speedy platformer, this is more of a traditional platformer where you jump on enemies to kill them, all that basic stuff.
Wow.
So basically, if you didn't care much for the whole Sonic speed take on platformers, and you still wanted some kind of a more traditional platformer, it's like a Mega Drive, well, here you are.
How fitting, because this is pretty much like Marble Zone's level design.
However, it's not as simple as it may appear, because remember, in order to do the butt stomping, you have to change the direction. You have to basically press down mid-jump, basically. It's similar
Actually,
to
you hold the jump button, but whatever.
Are you sure? I do remember I need to play down, but whatever. That was in Power of Illusion. Forgot.
Yeah, you're thinking of Power of Illusion, yeah. Anyway,
basically, which is actually a good point. This actually spawned a mini series of some sort.
Yeah, Power of Illusion and World of Illusion.
World of Illusion.
And let's not forget how they loosely tied this into Epic Mickey.
That was Power of Illusion, Jova, basically, yeah.
Wait, I thought Power of Illusion was the remake, right?
No, basically, World of Illusion was released after this and was basically a sequel with also Donald.
Oh, right.
Co-op elements. There were some others, minor, like for example Legend of Illusions, then this remake. And then there was, in 2012, Epic Mickey Power Illusion as a sort of also promotion tie-in to Epic Mickey 2, which was released around the same time, sort of. Basically to tie things up together.
Wow,
there you go.
That was a surprisingly easy quest.
That was fast.
Here is the last gem. Oh, what's the second? Minnie needs you.
Let's go.
Da-da.
Also, yeah, the title cards are made in the same style with the same font of the old cartoons.
Yep, and you can tell the actual game's in font is the same as Quackshot. Again, this was so abundantly clear, made by the same team. Alright, so here's the ending of practice mode. Basically, like the old man said, we have her these gems that make her see the beauty in herself. And there you go.
Comes a rainbow.
And there you go.
Basically, we just
Good job! You saved Minnie from the evil witch. Now test your skills with the normal option. There are many new and exciting levels ahead.
That's right.
So, yeah. Go to normal mode, dipshit.
Well, hey, I mean, that's not one of the worst ones. Like, normally a game would just say, yeah, you don't get a good ending until you do the better difficulty. That was surprisingly generous.
Before you ask... Go ahead.
Go
ahead, too.
Hurry, before Miss uses a power illusion to make herself look like Minnie and make Minnie look evil like her.
It's different than after this.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally skipped it. Basically,
there are 7 gems now instead of 3.
let's try that again. There you go.
Okay, then.
Hello and welcome to our playthrough of Castle of Illusion.
Yeah. You must find the 7 gems of a rainbow. They will give you the power to overcome Miserable.
Yeah, this time it's 7, not 3.
You must... but be careful, the gems are protected by Master of Illusion. Basically, the rainbow gems. Basically, 1 for each color.
Yeah.
Which were the inspiration for the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah. Again, like I said, they didn't call Sonic Project Needle Mouse for nothing. What kind of room is behind this door? I wish I brought my Keyblade with me so I could probably unlock it and seal it.
I hope you were basically practice enough in practice mode, because now things take the kiddie glove off, basically. The first part of the stages are still fine on their own, but then they started into, becoming... basically, worlds have now 3 stages, usually, and each progressively becomes harder with a boss battle at the end. So,
and let's talk about your health, shall we?
Oh, yes.
Your health...
It's represented by those dots in the left corner.
Yeah.
Your power, per se.
Basically, try your best to keep your... because the enemies can hurt you easily, so basically you have to be very mindful of your surroundings.
You also...
Go ahead.
Basically, you also get projectiles which function the same but are different in shape depending on the world, which is a nice... In this case, it's apples, yeah, it's a nice touch.
You ever played the 16-bit Aladdin games? Basically, you can throw apples in this one as well.
Also in Naziro's Revenge, but that game was terrible. So.
I'd rather not do that game for the channel.
Surprisingly enough, I actually did play it, but it all got stuck like halfway through.
Do you still have the game?
It was a pirated copy for back when one of my cousins hacked my PS1, so yeah.
So I guess you'll be handling that game for the channel then.
Sure. Basically, the reason why I got stuck there, Java, was because doing one of the Cable Wonders level, there is a slide that is similar to the one in Mario 64, but with so much slippery controls. Jesus.
Yeah.
And for those who are wondering, hard mode does not give you anything new, it's just harder.
Yeah. But yeah, basically... Oh, Jesus.
And now we have a giant apple looking to kill us. Wow,
yes.
That happened. Wow!
That sequence is more fleshed out in the remake.
It's also a throwback to Mickey Mania, basically. In that case, because it's done with the exact structure.
Jumping on giant.
Basically, it's a bonus stage, so it basically
no, Joe. This is not a bonus stage. This is part of the level. How long has it been since you played this?
A lot after.
And I can see
my
that.
initial. Well, yeah, like it's a memory. It's a memory of infancy. After that, I may have tried it.
These leaves are floating in midair.
I played this game to death when I was a kid. I know this game practically by heart.
Keep in mind, remember, it wasn't also my copy, so it's something that I actually tried a bit.
Sure.
I got stuck at the end of the Toy War, basically.
Ah, okay.
At least for that. And yeah, now things get dark all of a sudden.
Wow, typical Disney. Let's deal with ghosts now.
And now you jump on ghost heads. There you go.
This
is after the lonesome ghost.
It actually kind of works.
There we go. Alright. The gems don't do anything aside from giving you points, so don't worry that much about them.
Yeah. In the remake, you use them to basically as currency to unlock... not even to unlock, it unlocks automatically. The more gems you collect, the more artworks you unlock in the hub world that you have. It's a nice touch, at least we give a purpose to the currency. Oh yeah, I wasn't thinking about the projectiles. Basically, they function basically the same, but aside from specific cases like this one, where some enemies pop up from the from up, you don't need them. Most of the time, you can actually kill enemies by just jumping on them or using the swinging ropes.
Yep.
There you go.
And exit stage right.
No boss fight against the oak tree.
Basically, just jump on him or throw apples whenever he's standing. There you go. Pretty simple.
Ho-ho!
Yes. Again, Mickey is so charmingly slaughtering the wildlife. I mean, it's
No,
all illusion, so
remember, Teo, it's all an illusion. None of this is real, so it's okay.
Of course.
Are you sure about that?
Sure, it's made by the Master of Illusion. Clearly the man knows his stuff.
there you go.
Which is interesting
5
because
years.
we never actually see that so-called Master of Illusion that the old man talked about. Unless, of course, he's the fat old guy at the end of the final level.
No, actually, it's a typo. It's referring to the Guardians, to the boss fights that you're having, because it's supposed to be plural. That's addressed in the remake. The bosses are called the Masters of Illusions.
Mm-hmm.
So it was literally a typo by making it singular instead of plural.
Yeah.
Indeed. Alright, so that was level
And that's
one
of Horror
of
Forest, basically.
Now to the toy world.
Another door! What could be inside?
Well, gee.
Ever get the feeling of deja vu, Mickey?
Well, golly gee, it's a toy world. Anyway.
Also, surprised they decided to use this appearance for Mickey Mouse. Around this time, he was not using anymore this kind of, this old school appearance, if I recall.
Seems a bit too easy to just exit out the door that way.
Not all the time, I mean. You get still some cases, basically like Mickey Mania, I think, where you also, I think, use the appearance.
So basically, so the rest of this part is your second playthrough of the game.
In normal mode, yes. So we can see the real end. So we can see the real ending. Anyway, my guess too is that again, this is of course
it's a throwback. I mean, it's like to symbolize kind of like it was an old cartoon from the old days, I think.
Yeah, the people who made these games obviously grew up on the old shorts, so obviously they wanted to try to capture the spirit of those.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like nowadays Mickey went back to this design as this typical one because in the new Mickey Mouse shorts made in France, which are great by the way, go watch them in the official YouTube channel. They're awesome. It's great, and they do such a great job capturing the spirits of the 1940s shorts. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, in this case, your projectiles are toy marbles, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have to find the key for that door that we saw at the beginning.
Actually, no, I think it's stage. No, right, it's in this one. My mistake. There you go. Also, yeah, as you can see, even though they try to be more similar to Mario, the levels usually have high emphasis on verticality, stuff that Mario will not try to do until Mario Bros. 3, basically. Or at least in a more prevalent way.
I guess he also did technically do it in Super Mario Brothers 2 for America.
Oh, you mean the... Okay. True.
The one that they gave America.
True. Okay. The one with the Shy Guys and Birdo.
Yep.
True, I guess. But yeah, basically for that time, this was actually very, different when it came to platformers. So at least there was that.
Okay.
that running animation.
Rod, Mickey, run!
And there you go. Yep, there you go. There's the exit.
And now we actually find. And now we get. Yeah, there you go.
Second section. I think this is where it introduces the gravity. Basically, with the excuse of having the different levels, having different themes. For this one, of the toy one, we introduced, at least for the second level, basically, an interesting mechanic of some sort of gravity shifting. It's gonna be clear when you will see it.
Mm-hmm.
Gray! And away!
Also, those cubes look familiar.
Don't they?
Yes, they do.
Where are they from?
Chemical plant zone, Dweebs.
Actually,
Spring Yard Zone.
True.
Spring Yard. Well, for the life of Spring Yard Zone, honestly, is one of the forgettable zones in that game to me.
I disagree.
I would disagree.
If that's forgettable, then what is Marble and Labyrinth to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Marble Zone more. Mostly because I'm stuck there most of the time, but still.
Speaking of being stuck.
Yeah, that's
Jello.
Oh well.
Basically, it's surprising enough. It doesn't make you bounce that much. Instead, you actually sink into it if you stay still. So,
so it's kind of more realistic.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but I believe I did not order mouse in my jelly.
That's disgusting.
Clown. And yeah, you can use this unicycle to kill the other enemies.
Yeah, it functions
And you
like
can
a
even
Cooper
kill the
shell.
unicycle.
In fact,
It's a shame we can't ride the unicycle.
in fact, guys, we have we've recently came up with a name for jelly. What it is?
What?
Taking the Mickey.
Why?
Because
corner now.
Nah.
You're grounded.
Forever? No.
Yeah,
There you
you're so jelly, Pedro.
What a story.
And now
Yeah,
we
yeah.
actually.
Now it's the gravity thing. Okay.
Yeah, with the gravity thing comes then in the normal version of the actual
There you go.
practice.
Look at that. Whoop.
You'll notice how this is actually the practice mode version of this again, except expanded upon with the gravity gimmick.
Yeah. Basically, as soon as you touch that panel, basically the gravity gets flipped and all enemies on screen get nuked.
Yeah.
So it's best to use when many enemies are on screen at the same time.
Yep.
Hey, how come the enemy's dying? I don't.
I don't know. It just works.
Well, the reason for that, you see, is because I have these special shoes.
It's the...
They're custom shoes.
Oh no. Let me guess. They were made by Alberto Robert.
Well, yes, you see, Alberto Robert is actually related to Walt Disney.
Of course it is.
He's his third cousin 5 times removed.
Yeah, sadly to say, he won't be getting any of the stock made from the entire Disney fortune.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because he's been removed 5 times.
And there we go.
So, Jova, well, obviously it is, but Jova, do you have any particular history with either this game or the remake?
I played both the original and the remake, when I got the remake off of Steam.
Mm-hmm. Basically,
Which was during
I'll
that
explain more
time
a
they
bit
were giving
later.
it away for a low price or free. I forget.
No, basically low price, Jova. Basically, due to some licensing, basically, sadly, the remake, I'll explain more about, maybe we'll get to it, but the remake has a kind of a troubled history, both in development and after the actual release. But anyway, boss fight against
A present.
A clown present with a spring for legs. Points for
Don't question it.
points for creativity, I guess.
there you
I'm
go.
gonna question it anyway. Why?
It's an illusion, dude. It's not there.
Remember, Dribs, it's an illusion. It doesn't have to make sense.
But I can see it.
Well, yes, it's an illusion that you can see.
But it's not
That's what we
actually
usually
there.
call by illusion, Dribs. Something you can see that's not actually
Basically, Dweebs, Miserable is using the reality stone.
Oh god.
there. Yeah, think of it like this. It's the Master of Illusion is actually Thanos. There you go.
Well, considering how Mickey now owns Thanos, I guess that means that Mickey is
Yes.
now the
So
one
these are-
person.
Mickey
His
owns
revenge,
Thanos.
That's how the day will get saved.
Wow, wow,
This is your
taking over the me.
That's what's going.
Go on.
That's what's going to happen. That's how Thanos gets defeated. Mickey shows up and he defeats
And
Thanos.
he beats him like he did with the Jonas Brothers in that South Park.
Allow me to
I want
put this.
Thanos to be a summon in Kingdom Hearts now.
Let me put this. Well, taking over the media film industry isn't something I consider fun, but this puts a smile on my
Yeah, I
face.
can-
And then
yeah, I
he
can-
obtains Fox.
Yeah, I can imagine. Considering Josh Brolin was in both, a Disney Marvel film and a Fox Marvel film. I imagine he went to the Fox Marvel film thinking, I get to be in a film outside of Disney and get to play a different character this time.
And then he found out that Fox is looking to be bought by Disney.
Although that's apparently going for a bit of a struggle at the minute.
Well, it always has been dweebs from the get-go. We still don't know any certainty.
Apparently, Comcast is getting in the way. But anyway, we can talk about that at a later time. The point is,
this is the storm level. This is where things start to get.
The storm level in normal mode is significantly different from practice mode.
And just that things start to get different. Like this is supposed to be about the storm, but most of the time you're underwater.
The practice mode in this game is very similar to the practice mode in the first Golden Axe, specifically the first Mega Drive Golden Axe, not the arcade version.
Yeah.
I actually prefer the Mega Drive version. Actually, honestly, I find the arcade version to be I don't know. I like the extra content, and I think even the soundtrack is.
Well, it makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing.
It was an incentive. It was an incentive to make you actually buy the console version.
No, that's not even just that, Tail. Usually, when arcade games got ported to the Mega Drive or SNES, they usually always came inferior. But honestly, I think Golden Axe on the Mega Drive is actually better, honestly. But anyway, we can talk about
I actually played it. As well.
The arcade version was released on Xbox Live and
Steam
and PS3 and Steam, I think, as well. Is the SEGA Vintage Collection on Steam?
I'm gonna check.
It might be.
I know it's
there
on PS3.
Are so many.
Because basically on the Xbox 360 and One, there's the Golden Age Vintage SEGA Vintage Collection, which is all free. The sequels are the Mega Drive, because they never made arcade version of those, and the first one is the arcade version, which kind of bums me out because I kind of wish. I had to wonder actually, like the new Genesis, the new Mega Drive collection has the Mega Drive version of Golden Axe. Unfortunately, that collection kind of sucks, so it's sad.
No, the only collection, at least for the moment on Steam, is the Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics.
Oh, that's great then, because I had preferred the Mega Drive version. Anyway, basically the way to beat this, you have to find the right path, which can be harder.
It's a maze, basically.
Which can be harder than you think, because unfortunately the passages kind of look the same. It's not always easy to figure out where you are in relation to every other passage, so it can be hard to find out exactly which is the right tunnel to go through.
Also, you cannot attack enemies underwater, so
which means in order to get past this fish, I have to wait till it comes to me, so that then
You're presenting his rear on a silver platter to the thing with sharp teeth.
There you go. This is how you do it. Yeah. You should have allowed us to throw apples on the underwater. Then again, there's no apples in this level.
To be fair, throwing apples underwater would be a tad bit silly. Water resistance.
A Mickey Mouse game being silly. Gee, we can't have that now, can we?
Well, surprisingly, Mickey Mouse does seem to respect some bouts of physics, like, water resistance.
I don't know, Joe, but this is a fucking game that's trying to be a throwback to the 1940s incarnation. Might as well go all out and, fuck logic.
I don't know, even Mario hasn't suggested that you can, throw a physical, solid object that quickly in water. And that's saying something, considering it's Mario.
Jesus
Basically,
Christ.
it's not right here. You need to jump on the other platform. There you go.
Yeah. I'm trying to... There we go. And now I have to wait. There we go. Let's see here. Basically... Alright, let's try here.
I think it's under here, yeah.
There we go, Jesus.
Don't worry, Mickey has unlimited
Alright,
water.
from this point on, everything you see is new material.
Labyrinth Zone!
Not on the practice mode. Fortunately, Joe, but this level is much more bearable than Labyrinth Zone.
No. Labyrinth Zone is memorable for all the reasons.
I said bearable.
Bearable.
Yeah.
Oh, bearable. Oh, I was just saying that it looks, it's pretty much the same aesthetics, just recolored for Labyrinth Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm imagining Labyrinth Zone's music playing.
That
And the music's actually good.
Oh, by the way, that water hurts you, so be careful of that.
And it drags you down, so, yeah. For a level built in verticality, that's no good.
Crap, we're not playing Sonic, so we can't jump with the water.
And it's not Sonic Genesis either. We can't abuse physics and grid dash our way to the top of the level.
True.
Here you go. Oh, jeez.
So what I tend to do when I'm in Marble Zone, what I tend to do in Sonic Genesis is I just stand on a platform and just and just spin dash my way to the end of that particular section.
That's what pretty much everyone does with Genesis.
I mean, not that you have much choice anyway.
Yeah, because in the momentum.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to really be careful in time your jumps as well, because these platforms are very tiny, so they can be quite hard to...
Yeah.
Just a classic battle precision platforming.
I love how they're not called lives, they're called try.
Remember, this is supposed to be a kids game, so...
Congratulations, you've got a try. Wait, I scored a try in the rugby? No, a try.
It's fashioned a bit after how arcade machines did it as well.
Alright.
While eating your quarters, yeah.
The gimmick of this session is that there's always water coming in, and that water will not only hurt you, but throw you back to the beginning of the tunnel. So basically, every time you hear the water coming in, jump into a platform.
Basically, Jova, think of Tomb Water from Crash Free, only with an extra added level of danger.
I was gonna say it's like Spider-Man,
but if the water were poison.
I was gonna say it's like Spider-Man 2000, but then I remember. Oh yeah, if you even touch the water, you die.
Oh, so it's like Super Mario Sunshine with the river mission.
Jova, I don't remember Spider-Man having to clean New York City's paint issue up.
I'm surprised that Spider-Man has not had a plot similar to Super Mario Sunshine.
Also, no, dweebs, don't you worry. Spider-Man instead had to deliver pizzas all around New York.
You stole that guy's pizzas. Jova, is New York typically that dirty?
Depends on which area.
Also, that statue had a scuba gear.
Boss battle.
Alright.
Wait, oh my god, it's...
The boss battle is this,
These are mermen. Actually, that's what they're called.
Okay, so it's a bit of a mix from Eggman's boss fight and Sonic 2 at,
basically, every time you hurt them, they bump
guard.
into those rocks. So basically, destroy all the rocks and you win.
This boss battle is definitely more elaborate in the remake.
There you go.
And there you go.
Wow,
Yes.
all I had to do was just jump on them and knock on them to take out their own totem.
I managed to hurt you too once, you know.
You are a brave mouse. Continue on. You can't rest until Minnie is safe.
Oh good, he got the yellow Chaos Emerald, aka the Soul Stone.
Anyway, level 3 completed.
There you go.
Well, that was,
Alright, from this point on, we go into the original levels, not on practice mode. Well, even these last bits of the storm were new material. So, anyway, everybody, that was in the next part. We finish this game. So,
See ya.
See ya.
See you then.